All right, it's been a while. Let's talk about some vocab words. I haven't had one of these come out for quite a while, but we're on a new set of 10 here. So this is vocab quiz number 21, which means we're dealing with words 601 to 630. So the list is getting up there. And the vocab quiz starts by saying the facts are incontrovertible. Basically, you cannot disagree with these facts. They are set in stone. You're disagreeing with the truth. So the correct answer is going to be irrefutable because, of course, to refute something means to, disprove or disagree with, that kind of thing. Brett is an eloquent speaker. Basically, he's good at speaking. He can put words together well. He's articulate. So the best answer is going to be D, fluent, right there. Number 3, we need to decipher this. I was actually thinking about including the word crack, but I thought that would be a little bit unfair because that's kind of slang, right? So whenever you need to crack something, it basically means you need to figure it out or kind of solve the code or decrypt. So the best answer here is going to be unravel. And probably the way you should do this is process of elimination. So to think about something that's like raveled, kind of like messy, right? If you unravel it, you kind of turn it into a straight line. So something that looked, like you couldn't figure it out, then once you kind of unravel it, unroll it, you figure out, oh yeah, it's just a line that we're looking at. So that's why the best answer is unravel here. Number 4, GRE study necessitates resilience. I think all of you guys can agree with this. All 5 of these things are probably pretty important for GRE study, but the correct meaning of the word resilience is basically you never give up. You have a shitty day and then you get back up, and then you have another shitty day and then you get back up, and you just keep fighting and fighting like Rocky Balboa. So the best answer is D, toughness. Number 5, crying is cathartic. Sometimes you have a good cry and then you feel great. You just get all that tear pressure out of your eyeballs. So the correct answer is relieving right there. Number 6, I'm prone to bouts of abject misery. This word abject is often used with poverty, and it kind of means like severe or extreme or just almost inhumane poverty, abject poverty. The good news is abject poverty is basically disappearing from the world. I just read a Steven Pinkerton book, I think is his name, and he made the case that abject poverty has not 100% disappeared, but has really kind of gone away for the most part. So the best answer is going to be extreme. Now, abject is one of those words that has 2 meanings. So it can also mean, for example, if you say abject apology, well, that doesn't mean an extreme apology, right? That doesn't really make sense. Abject apology means almost like undignified, like you're begging on your knees, right? Kind of like obsequious or sycophantic. What would be another one? Servile. There's another good GRE word. Number 7, you are deluding yourself. So the root word here is delude. That's the verb. And then, of course, we have this noun delusion right there. Of course, if you have delusions, you're kind of going against the truth, or maybe you are telling lies to yourself, kind of living in a little fantasy world, which we all do to some extent, right? So the best answer here is going to be you are misleading yourself. C. The producer seeks a supple actress. I know this sounds dirty. That's not my intent, and it's actually not a dirty word. So supple basically means flexible. Think about like something like ballet. What was that Natalie Portman movie? What was that called? Where she was the ballet dancer with the girl from, or the actress from that 70s show, Mila Kunis, I think is her name. What was the name of that movie? Crap. Anyway, so maybe the producer is casting for a ballet movie, and he needs actresses that are flexible, that have a body that can handle some of the dance moves in the movie. So the best answer is going to be nimble right there, which is a synonym for flexible, right? Number 9, our relationship is mostly amicable. Is this a good thing or a bad thing? It is a good thing. So let's cross out hostile. Let's cross out antagonistic, which kind of have the same meaning. I mean, not exactly the same, but kind of. Self-serving is also a negative. So it's either going to be good-natured or beneficial. The best answer is going to be friendly, right? And friendly is not here. So you have to choose the answer that most closely matches with friendly. good-natured it is, right there. Beneficial means like you're deriving some kind of benefit from it. That's not exactly what amicable means. I fear that I don't have the fortitude to continue. Fortitude is essentially your ability to face down danger, your ability to face risk. So the best answer is going to be courage. Wherewithal is a nice word right here, which has a couple meanings, kind of like the ability to do something. So C and D are kind of similar. Wherewithal can also mean very specifically like the funds or the money to do something. So the best answer is B, courage. His actions were meritorious. You can probably figure this out by the word merit. Think about a company that hires on merit. You know, they're trying to hire someone's skills, someone's ability, someone who performs well. So the actions here were good actions, probably got some benefit for the company or some benefit for the organization. So the best answer is going to be B, laudable, praiseworthy. Corporations do best when the employees are on the edge of mutiny. Now, what I tried to do here is kind of what GRE tries to do sometimes, which is they'll present something that looks positive, like, you know, do best. And so your prediction here is going to be a bunch of positive words, like when, you know, the employees are cooperating or when the employees are doing something good, right? But really, the whole point of these exercises is to just focus on the word, right? In mutiny, I like to think of like a ship, you know, mutiny on the Bounty or a mutiny on a ship where they kind of throw the captain overboard. So the best answer is going to be A, rebellion. 13, Roger avers, I think that's how you pronounce it, that bananas are delicious. So if you aver something, the way I remember it is A, see the A, it matches with asserts. Now that's a dangerous game because just because the first letter of a word matches doesn't mean they have the same meaning. You know, as accepts doesn't mean. So the correct answer is asserts. She was resolute in her defense of the project. One way you can remember this is like a New Year's resolution. And whenever you have a New Year's resolution, you kind of vow to do something, even if it's hard, maybe quit smoking, quit drinking, something like that. Study more GRE words, you know what I'm saying? Hint, hint. So the correct answer is determined. I must persevere. A lot of these words are kind of similar. Resolute, persevere, fortitude. They have all kind of the same vein here of like not giving up, trying. So the best answer is go on. Notice all 5 answer choices are phrasal verbs. So move on actually has the opposite meaning. Move on basically means give up, quit. That's not what we're looking for. Stay put, yeah, that could mean persevere, but remember, stay put means you're just not even moving at all, right? So you're not even trying. So that doesn't match as closely as go on. Let us dispense with the idea that humans are inherently good. This word or this phrase really demonstrates kind of the craziness, the ridiculousness of English, because the word dispense means to like give out or distribute, like dispense candy. And then the word dispense with almost has like the opposite meaning. It means to throw away or to not do with. So this preposition with is has a very powerful influence on the meaning of the word dispense. And it just highlights how crazy my native language is. Also sanction. You know, sanction can have 2 meanings. It can mean to approve, or it can mean to like reprimand or punish. You know, so, you know, English is a crazy, crazy language. So the best answer here is going to be discard, throw away, because that's a synonym, right? Kings must be magnanimous. I like saying that word, magnanimous. So kings must be kind, forgiving, generous, right? You know, Joffrey from Game of Thrones. Well, he would be the opposite of magnanimous. The barrage of comments surprised us. For me, whenever I think of barrage, I think of like hundreds of comets, kind of like, or asteroids running into a planet. So the best answer here is going to be the flood. And of course, we don't mean water here, right? We just mean a lot of something. I was enthralled by the movie. I was interested in this movie. I found it captivating. So the best answer is fascinated. Her death is imminent. You know, all of these things are true except for maybe necessary. That's not true. That's sad if someone's death is necessary. So really, you just have to know the meaning soon. Her death is coming. So maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, something like that. So the best answer is impending. You know, you might have heard the phrase impending doom. You know, that means kind of the doom is coming quickly. Never forget that we are an itinerant. I don't know the pronunciation of that, people. One way to remember this, at least for me, is, when you fly on a plane, there's something called the itinerary. That little piece of paper that shows the flights you're taking. So what are you doing on a plane? You're moving. So the meaning of itinerant is nomadic. Last year's events rendered my downfall. Remember, render doesn't really mean equal. It more means like to change something or to become something, even to cause something. So the best answer is going to be A, caused. This plant should be eradicated. Pretty easy word. That's almost like a TOEFL word. So we have to destroy this plant. That's kind of what they thought about marijuana 100 years ago, or maybe 50 years ago. I was goaded into fighting. Basically, you called my mama fat. You made fun of my GRE score. You said something to kind of provoke me into a reaction and into fighting you. So the best answer is A. It was a fortuitous meeting. I mean, you can pretty much guess this one just by the word fortune. Again, that's a dangerous game, though, because a lot of times a word looks like something and it's not that. So, for example, this looks like resting, like you're sleeping, but it has kind of an opposite meaning. So be careful with these shortcuts. They don't always work. So a fortuitous meaning basically means a meeting that was kind of lucky and that provided some benefit for me. So the best answer is opportune. The brothers had nothing but animosity for one another. I think we had a similar... No, what was it? I forget. Let me go back. Where was it? I thought I had another one. I guess I didn't. Maybe it was the our relationship is mostly amicable. That's a good thing. That's the opposite. Okay, yeah, I must be going crazy. I thought I had another similar sentence. I guess it was the opposite. So basically, these two brothers hate each other. Sad, sad story. It is a fledgling enterprise. Fledgling is often refers, I think, to like a baby bird or a baby animal or something like that. So it's something that's new. So the best answer is emerging. You have exhibited much valor. Think about like a knight attacking. So bravery is the best answer. I need to expand my repertoire. The only reason I put this word in here is so I can practice my terrible French accent. So whenever you have a repertoire, that's my American accent, repertoire. Basically, it's the set of skills that you have, your GRE repertoire. Okay, best answer is D, stock of skills. And then finally, some theories in physics are paradoxical. Basically, they just don't make sense or they contradict each other. All right, guys, this was our first vocab video in a while. I hope you found it useful, and I will talk to you guys later. Just to recap, we now have 630 words. So, of course, group 22 will bring us to 660. All right, I'll see you guys until then. Bye.